have entered. Guess what? That was fun.
Was that some out-of-body experience?
There are the many, many, many fans here for Tommy Morrison. He's a very popular figure in this state, obviously, and in this part of the country. Razor Ruddock comes into his lair to try and beat him. Both men in need of a victory to keep themselves in the heavyweight hunt. You saw Murad Muhammad, the promoter of Razor Ruddock, who is suing him because Ruddock apparently is not willing to pay him part of his managerial percentage. So there are many, many dramas, both human and otherwise, being played out in this arena. Right now, everybody getting ready for what should be a very good heavyweight matchup. We certainly hope it is. Let's go up to Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, Holden Productions, UV TV, and Murad Muhammad presents a Gloves Off promotion. Raw Power, 10 rounds for the vacant IBC World Heavyweight Championship. Sanctioned by the Missouri Office of Athletics. Administrator at ringside, Tim Lukenhoff. Physicians in attendance, Dr. Michael Popa and Dr. Don Shumley. The timekeeper is Gordon Neal. Counting for the knockdown seconds, Ken Terrence. This bout is also sanctioned by the Intercontinental Boxing Council, President Joseph Plotke Gennaro, Vice President Dean Shantz, and ringside supervisor Debbie Jones. The scoring will be done on a 10-point must system, and the 3 judges assigned are Gary Merritt, Larry Dickey, and Tim Figley. And when the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, referee Ron Lipton. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Kansas City, Missouri's Convention Center, there's only one thing left to say. Let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white, trimmed with gold and red, and weighing in at 243 3/4 pounds. He comes into the ring from Coral Springs, Florida, with a professional record of 28 victories with 20 KOs to his credit against 4 defeats with 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the biggest left hookers in the business today, he is Donovan Razor. Out of the blue corner, wearing the black, trimmed with red and white, weighing in at 227 pounds. From Jay, Oklahoma, he brings his professional record of 44 victories with only 2 defeats and 1 draw. 38 of his 44 victories are by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, the former WBO World Heavyweight Champion, Tommy the Duke Morrison.
Gentlemen, you received the rules from the Intercontinental Boxing Council. I remind you now, to avoid any controversy, if you score a knockdown, watch the follow-up punches. Do not hit a man on the deck. If either fighter's in trouble and you do not want me to stop this bout, you must show me clearly that you can and want to continue. On these trunks below the red mark there, I'm calling low. Below the gold, I'm calling low. No matter what happens, obey my commands. Good luck to you both.
There is Tommy Morrison in yet another watershed or potential watershed in his career. And across the way, Razor Ruddock, the man who gave Mike Tyson 2 difficult bouts, had a shot against Lennox Lewis that turned into disaster for him. People will watch even these early rounds quite closely.
Yeah, there should be explosiveness. Sometimes you see fighters with the same power styles become very cautious so they don't open up, but Tommy Morrison, with the exception of the George Foreman fight, has always gotten in there and done major early work.
And remember, the last time Ruddock was in any kind of a major fight several years ago was against Lennox Lewis. Lewis caught him early and whacked him out early. Nice jab by Morrison. And remember,
so many intriguing matchups, Al, because, you know, the old adage, don't left hook with a left hooker, but that's the money punch for both guys.
Both guys have to do it, you're right. I was going to remind people of the nice uppercut by Ruddock. Oh, there goes Morrison! He leaned in and got whacked with an uppercut. Will Morrison box? Is there room to box? No, he's going to go after Razor Ruddock. He's moving now, but they wanted the 16-foot ring, Morrison. Now it may not serve him well if he has to box.
He sure could use a 20-footer right here. He has to get the jab going, and Ruddock will try to put him away here, loading up with everything. Hey, Morrison may have to pound his way out of this, ironically enough.
Ruddock doing a very nice job of blocking that left hook. What Morrison may have learned is that on the inside, Ruddock is much more dangerous, and that uppercut, that was the punch that stunned Mike Tyson on a couple of occasions.
Tremendous shot. You know, you look for the left hook, you worry about the left hook, and something else comes up. And we talked in the open about Ruddock not using his right hand enough. There he did.
Ruddock has not thrown many punches since he knocked Morrison down. In fact, he's thrown very little. There's Morrison with the uppercut. Now, Morrison has gotten off the canvas to win before against Joe Hipp, against Carl the Truth Williams. He's done it.
Ruddock faked the left hook and almost landed the right hand bomb, and Morrison answers with his uppercut.
So Tommy Morrison down early here in round one, but now fighting his way back and landing his share of shots. It is scheduled for 12. Almost no one thinks it will go that long. And you saw evidence why here in round one.
Having a 16-foot ring with somebody bearing down on you is like being 40 foot away from the pitcher's mound, and the guy's got a tremendous fastball. Ruddock just missed with that one.
Morrison tried the jab, and Ruddock countered with the hook.
Well, based on the early results to this point, Ruddock did not parlay his knockdown.